Well, we're here on the 23rd of July, 2011 for the 30th reunion of the class of 81 Menlo-Atherton High School. And we have one of the members of the class right here. So announce yourself.
I'm Meg Knight. I was Meg Wright in high school, and I'm married now, and I have two twins that I love and a wonderful husband. And I'm glad to be here today.
And let's see, you're living in the area still?
I live in Bend, Oregon now.
Bend, Oregon, that's pretty far to come for the football games, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really do
Go
that
Bears!
Yeah, go Bears.
Oregon.
But,
Bend,
I love Oregon.
Bend, Oregon? Yeah, that's very popular with retirees and young people too.
Oh, very much so. It's a resort place. Come visit.
And you were a patient of mine.
I was.
Oh,
Beautiful
yeah.
teeth to show.
Well, good. Smiling at all the boys. Well, I guess you stopped smiling. Maybe not. You shouldn't be anyway. Okay, well, we're really glad you could join us. This is the campus of Foothill College, and this empty parking lot is no indication of how many people are going to come, I hope. This is the shuttle bus that's going to take us to the action. We're going up to the Porter home, Porter Estate, really, the former Ford Country Day School, now the home of Kelly Porter, a member of the class of 81. Well, I gotta grab the bus before it leaves without me. Hey, hi guys on the bus.
You know what's happening.
You were first here, right?
Yeah.
Introduce yourselves. So we know.
Right on. Sorry, whenever anyone says introduce yourself, I say right on, because that's what the MA song girls used to do.
I can't hear.
Right on. Introduce yourself. Right on.
The class president was interrupting there. Just to,
I'm providing context. Don't make me press the stop button.
I can't hear these guys. You okay, Eric? And
I'm sorry, Chip.
Chip.
And David.
David, how are you?
Hello, Dr. Rado. It's Jay Hollibar. How you doing?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh, Kelly.
How's your sister?
Hi, Kelly. She's great.
Good, good. And Meg, I saw, former patient, another former patient. This is like,
Oh, did you go to that?
and this is
Mike Akana.
Akana, yeah. Yeah, this is like back in the office, see all these old patients.
How long have you been married?
If you see Linda, could you ask?
And here is the class president.
Plans for having a sign down here
And
because
with him, Charlie, how are you? Say hello to the camera.
Over this direction, Charlie. Give him a big smile. Flash him a grin. Charlie's been fired up for this reunion for weeks, haven't you, Charlie?
Yeah.
You know me, I'm always fired up.
He's fired up. He's ready to roll today.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
10 minutes.
Well, that's good. One's a classmate. The guests are arriving, and here is the Porter home. I think I mentioned former Ford Country Day School. Kelly is there on the right with Meg Wright, and they're entering the entrance. Well, here we have a couple of early guests that arrived in a snazzy convertible there, and it's a day for it. Please introduce yourself.
Diane Sylvan, parentheses Pickett. I was the dance teacher at Menlo-Atherton for many years and worked with many of these people.
And were they all good students? Were they all good students?
They were wonderful.
Well, that's great. Well, I don't know.
One of the highlights of my teaching career was class of 80, 81, and 82.
Well, great. That's good to hear. Yeah, well, I'm glad my son was behaving himself, if that's true. All right, well, go enjoy yourself. This is quite a place.
And this is Greg Taylor.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yes,
Yeah, you're not.
and was with me then. He saw
that
them
right?
perform in all of their shows.
Through thick and thin, right?
That's it.
Okay, be good now.
It is so good to see you.
Now I've got a proper title page. I'm a little late on that. Beautiful garden here to my right. And there's a dog, two dogs, meandering through the garden. You can probably just see their tails wagging. And the fountain fountaining. So we'll go on in here in a minute. The guests are registering. You can see the grassy knoll in the back. That's one of his pride and joys. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but it's a pyramidal mound. Some of the happy guests arriving.
Texting Lisa Bergamo.
And Lisa's lost, I understand.
I'm just trying to make the parking thing easier. There's no signs down there.
Yeah, right. Well, here are a couple of classmates conversing. Charlie, I'm out here with my camera on the ready. I've got films of your 20th reunion. I remember that well, when you were drinking Coach Park's liquid wonder. I don't know what he called that stuff.
Zemies, I think.
Zemies, is that what? Yeah. And so we had a great time. That was Pacific Athletic Club, and then Huddard Park, I think. Yeah, it was the party afterward. So Charlie, how's that couch we delivered over there a few weeks, months ago? Remember when Jim I brought you the new couch? Yeah.
Can you hear what Jim's dad is asking?
Uh-huh.
He's asking about how's the couch doing that they delivered.
Oh.
Good, good.
He's filming us on camera.
He's filming us.
Yeah, we want to preserve these golden moments. I don't know whether I'll be around to show these at the 40th, but you never know. We're going to be showing the 20th today sometime. So, Mike, you've got fond memories of MA?
Well, I certainly do remember MA.
I mean, all
class
fond.
of 1981.
Are they all fond memories?
It was high school.
You mean that girl that wouldn't look at you in math class or something?
Oh, I probably got dumped by everybody. No, it's a lot of fond memories. A lot of friends. Certainly, it's good to get back together again.
And it's nice that it's held on as being a good school. You know, it's still a
Menlo-Atherton's a fantastic school.
Yeah, it's still a good school.
Absolutely.
Some of the others have had their major problems. Yeah. Well, Charlie, you're finding a lot of friends here, huh? Or you will today.
Definitely.
Good, good. Well, it's a beautiful setting and a beautiful day. Incredible place.
It's a nice day.
If I pan over here,
it was going to be, but that's okay. I don't think that.
You'll see the fountain and the pool and all the amazing artwork and what have you. Quite a setting.
At the end of the pool, there's a huge.
This is Kelly's answer to the question, what is the mound? It's a long explanation of the history of mounds in England, and they're all decorative, I suppose, but an interesting concept. You can see it in the background there. Well, I found a classmate here who had been lost a little bit and found, is that right?
Yes, I was found by Facebook. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wong, that's your last name? Yeah.
Wong.
And so did you enjoy your time at Menlo-Atherton?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it was a great time.
Were there any mean teachers?
No, actually, they're nice, I think.
The only teacher I've seen today is a dance teacher.
Oh, really? She's here?
Yeah, she's here. Mrs. Pickett, I think it was, yeah. And you live in the area now?
Yeah, I live in San Jose.
San Jose,
yeah.
Nice and warm down there, huh?
Oh, yes.
Well, this is a pretty nice place here, huh?
Yeah, this is great. Nice place.
Not a bad pad.
Yeah.
And you have a family, do you?
Yeah, I have a wife and 2 kids. Yeah, they're all here. So.
Keeps you busy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Are they big kids? High school, college?
Yeah, they are in college now. They both go to San Jose State.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's good. Spartans, huh?
Oh, yeah. Me too. And my wife, we all fast Spartans.
Oh, well, Stanford's going to be playing the Spartans September 4th, I think it is. Yeah. You go to any of the games?
No, I'm not.
No.
Yeah. I'm not a football guy.
Not a football guy.
Tennis guy, yeah.
Well, it's great that you could be here today.
Yeah.
All right.
I see you and I fishing all the fish and the thing you keep for all the year, so.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, we've got Lori here with Lori Ingram, a loyal class member, 81. You still live in the area?
Yes, I live in Mountain View.
Mountain View. And you got some kids in school?
Yeah, I have 3 of them.
In high school?
Oh no, not none in high school. They all grown.
They're all grown?
Yeah.
And out of the nest, you mean?
Yeah, except for one. He comes back every once in a while.
So you have all pleasant memories of old MA?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Real nice.
And what did you do outside of the schoolroom as far as were in music?
Went to work.
You worked, yeah?
Yeah, I went straight to work after school.
Yeah. But you weren't in the music or athletic programs?
Oh, at school I was a letter girl.
Oh, was that right? Uh-huh. Which letter were you? Menlo, that's a long way down the line, though.
Yeah, it was like in '79.
I see. But you had fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well,
That's
good.
how I remember Miss Pickett. She said, oh, yeah, she was a dance instructor.
Right. She introduced herself. I thought she was a classmate, but
Yeah, I had to look at her twice.
Yeah,
Oh, I know
right.
who she is now.
all right. Well, you have a good time today, huh?
Yes.
And say hello to those old classmates. As I always say,
Wait to see.
if people say, "Is that an old classmate?" I said, "All of my classmates are old."
Okay.
All right. Bye bye. Well, we're not in the Sistine Chapel, but there's some beautiful ceiling paintings here in the Porter living room, I guess it is. It's where the festivities are centered. They're showing photos on the screen, and then people are enjoying conversation. It's pretty bright outside. I have to stay away from that. They're all set up for dinner here. They've got lots of food. You can see the balcony there. They're looking down at the dancers or whatever went on here when they were giving grand balls.
In 1980, we went to one trip with the Menlo-Atherton High School Jazz Band. Monty played tenor sax.
With Mr. Mora, right?
What's that?
With Mora.
Frank Mora.
Did you go to his celebration?
Yes, we were in a celebration. Well, I was. I didn't think that.
That was at the new MA Performing Arts
Theater
thing.
was great.
Yeah, Karen was there. Of course, they were the first class
That's right.
to play. Well, Montrose still there. They still have that.
That's right. In fact, Frank went this year. Frank
That's
and
right.
his wife went this
They
year.
gave it. They raised money to send him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Anyway.
This is live. These are three members of the class of '81. I'm not sure they.
Still alive. It's
I'm not sure they got
all
diplomas.
these decrepit years.
Did each of you get a diploma, or did you fall by the wayside?
I found one.
I didn't find a diploma, but I found everything else.
Yeah, Xerox is great. You just
Wonderful. White out the names.
More pictures of my target. It's obsessed with you for a while.
Well, anything you'd like to say to the people 100 years from now?
This is getting weird.
Yes, too much. Class 81.
I'm going
Give us a lesson, teacher.
to get my...
Right. You're the classmate, right? Right. And
Yes,
Daryl
sir.
is your husband, and
That's it.
and you have a whole house full of children.
We have three children, a 25-year-old and two 29-year-olds.
Are you going to send them to MA?
Well, if we lived maybe a little closer, except they were all graduated from college already.
Oh, too
Grown
bad.
and gone. Yay.
And where?
Kids in the middle of the country.
And where do they attend? In Missouri or someplace?
We have some in Missouri, and we have my kids are in Oakland and San Francisco.
Ah, I see. Well, what were your extracurricular activities? Not to pry, but at MA. Athletics,
Sure,
music, tennis.
Tennis. That was my big thing.
Okay. And Daryl, where did you go to the local school?
I grew up in San Francisco. So I
Lowell?
went through the schools in San Francisco.
Lowell?
Lincoln High School. Actually.
Lincoln. Oh yeah, out on Sanchez, right?
Yeah, then San Francisco State, and now I work for the city of county.
Yeah. Well,
Football stud.
well, you ought to have a lot of fun today, huh? This is quite a setting.
This is
It's absolutely
amazing.
beautiful.
Nice to have a successful classmate. All right, good to see you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Curtis, you seen any old classmates here?
Yes, I'm
They're all old, right?
Yeah, we're all old. We're in the second phase of life, and we're going to enjoy ourselves today, and hopefully we'll reacquaint ourselves with some of the things we've been doing over the years.
Did you send your kids to MA?
No, not yet.
Not Woodside.
No.
Not Sequoia.
Way East Bay.
Oh, East Bay, okay. And Dolly, did you send any of your children to MA?
Nobody living in Colorado, but they did go to Laurel and Encinal before we
Well,
moved.
that's, I guess we could say that's okay. And
Close.
our third member of the triumvirate.
Peter. Well, my kids, I have twin 4-year-olds, and I live in Sacramento, so I was a little later in life than all these other people that had kids at a normal age. So my kids are only 4.
Well, Jim can commiserate with you. No, his kids are
24.
3.
No. Ava is
3 and 6. 3 and 6.
3 and 6.
And who?
Jim Rudder's only been married 8 years.
I know.
I mean, he's like a newlywed practically.
And we live 2 doors away. So guess who does the babysitting?
He's a lucky man.
Oh, I thought it was
He's a
Cindy's
lucky
mom.
man.
Well, she lives there too. Yeah, they're all there. Well, looks like a good time, huh?
Absolutely.
Your classmate's pretty successful, I see. It's got
He's done okay.
got some nice digs here.
Yeah.
He's figured out how to put some deals together, obviously.
Right. All right. Well, have a great time today.
All right,
Hey,
thank you.
We're lucky to be here.
Okay. So, John, you remembered me. I was amazed.
I do.
And in what context do you remember me from MA? Football? Or?
Actually, primarily football.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You were pretty much involved in just about everything there.
Yeah, you remember? I remember we had Coach Park's team over there for burgers at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
Everybody was in the hot tub. Yeah.
I remember that. Well, this is my wife, Susan. We're glad to be here celebrating again 30 years later.
And if you've got some kids in college or
Lots of children out of college, in college, and before college.
And you know, Jim's got a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old.
He's just starting.
They will keep him young for
They live 2 doors away from us, so you could imagine who.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I thought he lived down towards the San Francisco.
No, we're up in Emerald Hills.
Oh, you're not living in the same spot?
No.
Okay.
We haven't been there.
Home on video still?
Yeah. Guess you're still on video.
Great to see you.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a great time. This is quite a setting, isn't it? Huh? Porter did all right.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye. And here's a classmate, Susie Weingartner, and her friend Steve, Maisie, and she's waving hello at you.
Hello.
Ah, yes. And you were telling me about some of the more enjoyable moments at MA, Susie. What were they?
More enjoyable moments were, for me, in the Glade.
I said Grove. I was wrong. You can tell.
It was the Glade. It was called the Glade.
The Glade. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, notorious.
But absolutely hanging out with Coach Parks.
Oh, Coach Parks.
Watching the guys play. Yeah.
I see him once in a great while
You
at a
do.
football game or something like that.
Yeah.
He was notorious.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Yeah. And he ran around the track once for every year of his life until he was, I don't know, he must have been 65.
Wow.
Yeah. So you people are over on the coast, huh? Santa Cruz?
We're in Santa Cruz.
Do you work at the boardwalk or put the people on the gray mouse or anything?
Wish I did, actually.
No.
Actually, no, we're social workers. So I really
Social
wish
workers.
I
For the county, we're those.
Ah, I see. Okay, the parasites on our tax money, huh?
Public servants,
Okay.
public servants.
Well, it's a nice day. I
Child
won't
protective
get into
services,
politics.
Mental health. Yeah.
Where did you go to high school? Not in the area then.
Santa Cruz, graduated from Santa Cruz.
Oh, Santa Cruz High. What are they? The Santa Cruz
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
You mean like birds?
That's exactly.
Yeah.
And there are
Not
no
like-
Cardinals in Santa Cruz. No.
And no papal legates.
No.
No, doctor.
Dreadlocks, Santa Cruz dreadlocks. No.
All right. Well, you should have a good time. You can't beat this setting, huh?
Can't beat
beautiful.
it.
It's beautiful.
Kelly certainly worked hard and saved his pennies, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know what's under that mound?
No. What?
Well, to tell you the truth, nothing is under that mound. He's got a whole board there that over there tells all about these, not psychological, but the historical background of mounds in British gardens. And it's all on that thing. Okay, well, be good, huh?
All righty,
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Ritter. Ask if any of them were ever in the boys' locker room.
Oh.
Whoa, we lost one on that.
Just ask that.
Look, not I.
Well, but what about, tell me about this Glade. I know about the Glade, but I was never in the Glade.
Susie?
The cigarettes, were they regular?
on that secret, Susie? Oh, I don't smoke cigarettes at all, so I'm a good one.
Yeah, so those were regular cigarettes then?
Those were.
No.
You might have had a little bit to drink. You might have had a little bit to drink, Gina Berry Hill and I, but smoke was.
Just a little bit, yeah. Kind of a power drink, right?
Yeah, she's gonna be energy drink.
Energy drink.
Organic.
I hate to tell you, but that was long before energy drinks.
No, they weren't energy. Well, they could have been considered energy.
They gave you a lot of energy, right?
But I say, they gave you a lot of energy. Not me, Dr.
Well, wait till you show these 40 years from now. I mean, 10 years from now at the 40th, yeah? You're gonna regret all those bad things you said. You don't remember the good old days, Chris?
No, I remember the faces. I just don't remember those specific events.
Well, the last.
Mrs. Pickett. I know some of the teachers are all Mrs. Pickett. Oh my God.
Yes, Miss Pickett's here, the dance teacher. She's going to lead all of you in a dance. Well, I asked.
We took his class. Remember? Liz and I tortured ourselves. And we signed up for his really hard class. But you were both athletes, right?
No gossiping now, ladies.
But even after we graduated, we went back on like a weekend night in Coach Parks and got the working for. Oh my God! Class we did burpees at night as adults. As adults. And we got one of those crazy things out. What were they? Zini. We got the zinis out. I don't know. I had heard a while ago he was going to come, but I don't know. He had some health issues or something, and he thought by now he'd be better. So right.
So you girls all behaved yourselves at MA?
No.
Were any?
I hope so.
Were any of you gladers?
No.
No gladers?
I have not seen any incriminating evidence yet.
Okay, well I'll take your word for it, which is pretty shaky, but okay. Well, I'm glad you could all be here.
How nice you're here too.
Good turnout, huh?
Yeah, thanks for being our videographer.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can steal a cookie or something.
All right.
Bye bye.
30th reunion.
Got a couple of San Franciscans here, I understand. I'm a native San Franciscan myself.
That's true. You got no pun, you got the Lake Street here. So get reconnected with everybody.
You keep in touch with the classmates?
Very few. Well, few. Andrew Enthoven, Eric Burdos.
Are you Facebookers?
Absolutely. You got to be a Facebooker.
You know what? Gotta love that guy.
This, if you say anything revealing, this will be on Facebook in about 20 minutes.
I bet it will be. But I think it'll be later on tonight.
You guys were well behaved. You weren't gladers, right? No.
We were in German together. Yeah. We had Frau Bach.
Yeah.
So all this goofy. Good.
That's all I remember now. Come on.
She gave you Estonian Independence Day off every year.
Absolutely.
Right, yeah, that was the only day we didn't have homework.
That's right. That's the honest to God truth.
Did you put any pennies in the jar, Andrew?
Oh, Benny. We had erasers. I think a couple of erasers landed on our heads and a few pieces of chalk.
Well,
she's a great teacher. She's a great person. Really nice person.
I'm glad you turned out all right, guys. I was a little worried, but I guess you'll be okay.
So far, so good.
All right, I'll say hello to your folks. All right, we got some MA guys here.
These are living legends.
All 81ers?
All 81. Best year at MA.
Have you sent any children to MA? Have you sent any of your children to MA?
No children.
You send them to Woodside, do you?
I have any kids.
No kids.
No children at MA.
I keep taking my hat off because I think I'm in church. And I look, so Kelly did pretty well for himself.
Kelly did. Kelly turned out pretty good.
Well, you guys have a good time now.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what is your last name?
Smith.
Smith. You sure? Is that an alias? Okay, so you were in class of 77, you said?
That's correct.
So that's a year ahead of Jim's brother's sister, and your wife is Yvonne, and she's an 81er, right?
Yep, I'm an 81.
Yeah, and you're from Alamo, right?
We live in Alamo.
Have you seen the movie with John Wayne?
No, he has.
More than once.
You better look at that. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time at the reunion. Any philosophical remarks you'd like to make for future?
I'll leave that to her. It's her reunion.
Can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay, well, can't promise I'll show you these at the 40th, but they're showing the 20th.
Okay, all right.
And graduation and awards dinner. Yeah.
Okay.
Okie doke. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Cindy trying to get them all lined up. Quite a chore.
Yes, it is. You should see it when they've had a lot to drink at some of the other reunions.
Oh, yeah. All is confusion. No one's cooperating. View of the pool, and we'll close in on the fountain of, I don't know where that's, Neptune or Mercury, or just who that is. So the party goes on, and it's been a great one. Not sure it captured everybody on film, but made a try.
surreal as we all engage here again and enjoy catching up with one another. It It really has been special. I've been fortunate to still be in touch with at least a few of you in this room. And for me, this is a very enjoyable occurrence. I hope it's been the same for you. Please reconnect. I know Facebook drives a lot of people crazy, but I think you'll find that Facebook is a great way to connect and stay in touch with people that shared certainly we all had a commonality of interest. We went through a lot of experiences. We were all very different, came from different backgrounds, went on different paths, all that cliche reunion stuff. But we had an extraordinary group of people, and they're really some people I count among my great friends to this day. And the only reason that a lot of you others are not in that group is that I don't talk to you enough. So please don't be strangers. Want to thank Kelly Porter, our magnanimous host. Kelly's a good example of a guy that in high school I really couldn't stand. Kelly is a good example. Kelly and I were friends in high school, but compared to how good of friends we are today, we barely knew each other, to be honest with you. And I'm very pleased that relationship developed over time. It shows that, just because we happen to have had the same zip code and got districted into some random place based on geography, that was all luck of the draw. Who you choose to have special people in your life is a voluntary thing, and I'm glad that Kelly's one of those guys. It helps that I enjoy coming to Kelly's house. It would take. Compensate for the USC Stanford football. I'm sorry, Jim, you're trying to compensate? Jim is my stockbroker, so I may be in trouble one day.
He knows everything.
Once. It would take hours and hours and probably millions of lives to give personal tours to everybody of this wonderful house. But you need to realize that despite it's a little overwhelming, this place, but if you knew the amount of care and effort Kelly put into restoring this wonderful place, and if you realized that it was all to one purpose, not to take a neglected mansion on a wonderful place in Los Altos Hills and restore it lovingly with period furnishings and all. This was all done for one thing and one thing only, to welcome you to his home. Most people did not spend 7 years preparing their place to host a high school reunion. Yeah, that's true. I haven't informed my wife of this, but you're now all welcome to come over to my house. So we're going to use those shuttle buses. Hey, raise your hand if that really worked for you. The shuttle bus. Good, we're happy. And we want to thank High Class Machines for doing a lot of the legwork on this, and to the committee members. I know that Carissa and Chip and Gerald. Did I miss anybody on the committee? Paula Kelly?
No.
Well, Paula Kelly deserves recognition for being on the last committee. But thank you for flying out. People came long distances. We appreciate that. I'd love to give a summary of everybody's personal development over the last 30 years, but we don't have that. But some of you were kind enough to contribute to the website when you signed up. We do have some data on you. The class reunion people put together a group of awards. We're going to give some awards out. I am not responsible for who won, so don't think that I am favoring anybody. This is not rigged like the senior class president election. And I want to thank you, Laura, for telling me the ballots there. A political graft and corruption is not good.
Starts young.
Okay, so since we mentioned Jim Daly, Jim, you actually are getting a certificate for having met the most famous person. I'm not sure everybody in the room would consider this the most famous. I like it. You met Ronald Reagan. Oh. Hey. Please come to the forefront and accept your certificate and show us how well you've aged, because Jim Daly doesn't look any different than you in high school. Since I can't find my more unusual than meeting President Reagan, since after all he did go around and kiss a lot of babies. Heather Robertson, where are you? Heather met Andy Warhol. Layfield now, right? All right, there you are.
There I am.
Okay, hey, looking good too. Okay, Cheryl, first of all, hello. The reason Cheryl and I aren't as tight as we once were is you have moved around a little bit, haven't you?
I've moved a lot lately.
Cheryl has lived in 7 different places. You were the top move. Well, you're the top moving female.
Oh, okay, top move.
Because if I say you get around, congratulations. Okay, Kenneth Vogel over here. Ken Vogel over here. Okay, Ken, this is amazing. You have lived in 15, is it? No, 12 places, including 2 new countries and 10 states. I can't even read, I'm so sorry. So this is like the highlight of my life. Very nice. And, so can you get a list of those for us? Where do you live?
Where I live?
Yeah.
After this, I went to school in Tucson. Then I lived in Bellingham, Washington, and then back to the Bay Area, then Wichita, Kansas, Melbourne, Australia, Perth, Australia, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Columbus, North Carolina, Erie, Pennsylvania, Niles, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Rancho Cucamonga, California, Myrtle Beach, and then back to Akron, where I currently am.
Wow.
Oops, sorry.
You've been all this place. I'll bet you Roger Carr's been to more places. How many countries have you been to? You can't tell us.
To start off with 14 plus 6, I could.
There's some things he can't tell us because he's involved in like retrofitting ships and things with weaponry and all stuff that I'd probably get hurt or killed or locked up for even explodes it, right?
It's protection.
Okay. All right, so the most unusual job. Okay. Now this, Gail, I gotta admit, I didn't even know you had this job. Where is Gail? Gail? Okay. Gail, is this really true? Or did you make this up on the website? You're flying a bush plane? Plane. That was not my mistake. A bush plane into a native Alaskan village near the Arctic Circle? That was a real job? Saying that I
Fly the plane.
Okay, now there are probably some very sketchy people in this audience. Laura Rice-Kutsona, you really wrote this in? Laura is taking credit for having sold, and apparently pretty successfully, tennis panties. Yeah, there's a backstory to that, I'm sure, but I know the basics are that she married Greg Gutson and they had a topspin tennis right by the Goose in the Alameda, right? Is that where you were selling them, or was this online?
I sold over in Mill Valley. It was much more interesting.
Wow. Okay. I should have taken the opportunity to provide Roger with this certificate because he had one of the most interesting places to be on September 11th of 2001. You were in the Persian Gulf. I assume on a ship. What ship? The John Paul Jones. Okay. Wow. For the solemn nature of the event that occurred on that day, I would probably make some kind of joke about this, but Catherine DePoy, where are you? You were in Jersey. Yeah. But wait a second, I don't know if we can give a certificate just for Jersey. Were you close to Manhattan?
I was in Manhattan. I don't know.
I think that's wrong.
Well, because you read the senior thing. I got the Penny Award. You got the Penny Award.
What award for
She offered the challenge.
Let's not the award for the single greatest accomplishment, okay? All right, so this one I like because it shows entrepreneurism. Mark Wilson, where are you? Mark? He's in the back. Mark, is it true that you were a tennis panty model?
All right, Mark.
stuff he's got. What else you got, Mark? What do you got out there in Stockton? Entertainment. That's a very vague category. By the way, Mark. Kim Speed, who reminded me that she was in our class. Where is Kim? Oh. Kim, was she there 4 years?
No.
No, right?
But she's the most successful person who wasn't there.
Well, we'll let you want to take this one? It's a technicality. Yeah, you can first. Okay, Kim, let me tell you what you're okay, how about this? Being a single parent for 17 years with no child support and no family support, the fact that she got through that, have a round of applause. I was single and I didn't support any children for like 20 years. I think there's some blank certificates. I'm going to award myself. Okay, next category. Favorite year, best answer. This is a positive guy. David Halpern says, next year. No more living in the past when high school was the highlight of your life. Okay, hey Meg, you were going to just take a break. How about we give you something? All right. Meg refuses to choose, says that she doesn't want to have a specific favorite year. She wants to make every year her favorite. It's good that everybody's being honest here. Okay. Next up, blank. Oh, we got some blanks. Don't get me. Oh, we have. Is David Gerken's by here? Can you show me? He's here. Where's Gerken?
He's running.
Let's see. Gerken, most unusual place. It doesn't actually continue with that. Most unusual place visited, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Machu Picchu, which I believe is in Peru. Anybody else been there? Okay, I guess he wins. And Reykjavik, Iceland, Wendy Abbott, who's not able to be here with us, who lives in New Jersey, but Gwendolyn now, Wendy Abbott, has been to Reykjavik, which I think has bad economy on all here. Okay, that's it for those. Is there anyone who would like to give an inspirational talk to, no? Liz? See, if you make eye contact with me, I'm going to call on you. All right, we were in our class. No, want to thank you very much for coming. I don't think, Kelly, we're not giving people a specific end time, right? Just get out of here by...
When does the shuttle
Stop. Exactly.
The last shuttle will leave at 5:15, so unless you're walking down the hill, you better not.
Oh, that gives everybody a good time. So,